Welcome. Well, you are at home with Jim and Joy, and you are an important part of our EWTN family. We're so delighted that you've welcomed us into your home. You know, we would love to hear from you. So send us an email with a question or a comment to jimandjoy@EWTN.com. And remember, you can always listen to this show. Just go out to EWTN Podcast Central at EWTN.com/radio/podcast. Or wherever in the world you are listening to your podcasts. Now today, we're excited to be welcoming Domine Clemons to our show. Now Domine is a Catholic singer, a cancer survivor, an inspirational speaker. At 26, she was diagnosed with a rare aggressive leukemia and was given 6 months to live without treatment. Her response, okay, God, if this is your plan for me, I surrender. And that moment launched a journey of faith, healing, and grace that became the foundation for I Surrender All, my journey through leukemia, a worship and testimony experience that now she brings to parishes and communities across the country. But today, she's here to speak with us about her story and how surrendering to God, even amidst suffering, can draw us all closer to Him. Go out to her website, DomineClemons.com. And she came with one of her sisters.
Mary Claire.
She's one of 10 children. And she's going to just share a beautiful story that you will be so encouraged, and it will make your faith come alive because her faith journey is alive. And I like to say, I too am a cancer thriver, meaning I went to hell and back and I got a story to tell too. And so Domine is going to be sharing her beautiful story with us today.
I think she said like all of her family sings, like the kids,
they're
the
like the
parents,
Von Trapps.
Like the Von Trapps, only, yeah, the Clemons. And so this is, I pray those especially that are the suffering and are hurting in a variety of ways, especially physically. You might be looking at, you know, like they said, a death sentence, or there's nothing else they could do for me, or I've been healed, I have hope, or this is about my child. I wish it was about me. Jesus came to overcome this world. Jesus has conquered sin and death and Satan. We don't see it in fullness, but as we surrender to Him, as Domine says, we find hope and peace, a peace this world can't give, a peace this world cannot take away. Pray that you be greatly encouraged wherever you find yourself. Pray that you find yourself with Him. We'll be right back. Plenty more to come. Please don't go away.
Welcome back. Well, our guest today is Domine Clemons. You could go out to our website, DomineClemons.com. Well, we are so delighted to have you with us today.
Thank you.
With your very beautiful self.
Thank you.
We want you to share with our family a little bit about your life before your diagnosis, and then we'll get into your whole surrender story. What did you do? You were minding your own business, living your very full life.
I was definitely minding my own business. So I'm one of 10, as you mentioned, big Catholic family. And I was really just singing full time. I had given my life to God's plan to sing. I thought I had kind of surrendered about in 2023. I felt Him call me to leave my corporate job and sing in the world. So I was singing 4 times a week at my church, singing weddings, funerals, mass services. I was singing in a corporate band, 10-piece band, up on stage, dancing the night away for weddings. I probably about 8 singing gigs a week, just so busy. And during that time, every time I stepped into the church, my parish, I would pray to God, I feel like this is becoming a job for me, and I'm losing this connection, like an actual relationship with him. Because as a singer, as a cantor during the Mass, you're thinking about the next song, and you're working. And I had kind of let my personal relationship with Jesus go a little bit. And so I had been praying for about 2 years, Jesus, bring me closer to you, help me to surrender even more. I had already surrendered my career. I felt like I was on the path that he wanted me to be, using my talent that he gave me. But I didn't really know what true surrender was. And so, yes, singing all the time until I became so tired, just very faint. And my mother told me, she said, "You look really bad." We love honest mothers. And my skin was really yellow and pale. My lips were blue. And this had happened over a course of months until I landed in the ER. Many tests later, they ended up diagnosing me with acute myeloid leukemia with MECOM rearrangement, which is a very rare genetic mutation. Gave me 6 months left to live without immediate treatment. And that was in that moment, kind of realizing that God was speaking to me very clearly. It was such a intense diagnosis, such a dire diagnosis, that there was nowhere else to turn but to him.
Were you afraid?
Yes, but also mostly in shock at first. I grew up so healthy. I mean, never went to the doctors, never really been in a hospital setting until that point. In fact, I was born at home. So I had literally never been in a hospital until this moment. I remember it was kind of twofold. On one hand, I was sick to my stomach with anxiety. I was losing weight so rapidly. I couldn't eat. I just felt so sick learning this diagnosis and the days in that the shock wore off and it set in. But I also just had this deep feeling. I just knew it was God speaking to me saying, hey, I'm about to prepare you for something. I never had a gut feeling that said I'm gonna die or this is the end for me, despite all the things they were telling me. But I did know that God was calling me to pay attention to him.
So before your diagnosis, you are sharing with the Lord that you felt like you weren't where you needed to be, like intimacy with him, like you disconnected in a sense from him, from the people that you're ministering to. And that was kind of, as you went on, you expressed so well your anxiety, your stomach, what you feel like. Yeah, I was afraid, but somehow you're saying, like, is this what I was talking to you about? You're going to help me with this? It's a strange way it seems, but this is what you do. So that gave you some degree of solace that there's meaning, there's purpose in this. It's not like the Lord afflicted you, but it's like this affliction comes to a fallen world, to you who are so healthy. So was that awareness that you were wanting to go deeper with Christ and with his people and be more genuine or more full of him, that was solace for you as you got this terrible diagnosis?
Yes, I think that just knowing it was that kind of almost just deep down in my being, that gut feeling of knowing that he was with me, that this was part of my story, my life that God had planned, and also remembering that God doesn't make mistakes. But amidst this, when I'm in the when I was in the doctor's office getting this diagnosis, my mom was right next to me. That was harder than getting the diagnosis itself. Is looking at her, she's almost 70 years old, and she's in complete shock. She's even said recently, out of 10 kids, anybody getting sick, for it to be me, it was so shocking for our family.
Because she was always saying, from what I've read, that you were especially strong?
Yes.
That's my strong one?
Yes. Like I said, she had me at home
Okay.
by herself. She's also very strong. I was her 8th child. She's like got the whole thing down at this point. She had me, and I did a push-up right after being born. She had never seen any of her other babies do a full push-up, turn my head, and lay down. So my whole childhood, she always kind of gave me this identity of, you're the strong baby. All of us have different things. We've got the smart kid and the, you know, I was the strong baby. And so in some ways that led me to really push myself in academics and sports. And I just always thought I can do anything. It ended up kind of pushing me over the top, where I was saying yes to every gig. I was working all the time, kind of overworked. I really was diagnosed at the peak of my stress levels and busyness. But it also was that same strength, I think, that helped me to get through the treatment and stay strong in my faith, despite how weak it made me at that time.
Well, I think you described it so well, because it is a virtue, right? And then God just said, now for the external, I could do that. Oh, I could do that. How we do, right? And then it's kind of like, how can I do all that? And then God's like, now we're going to make this manifest inside, interiorly, in your soul. And that's where the real strength comes, right?
Yes.
And it's like, and this is gonna blossom.
Yes.
And in ways that you thought, oh, I can do this and I can do that. I'm so strong. I am woman. Hear me roar. I can go, go, go. And it's like, and then there's this stop. I mean, a complete stop, and you're helpless and surrendered. And even Mother Angelica, they would say to her, well, you're supposed to be a woman of great faith. Why are you taking Maalox? And Mother would say, well, I'm taking Maalox because my stomach doesn't know that I'm full of faith, right? But I am full of faith, and you were full of faith, but then God wants to bring it home in a whole nother way inside of you.
Yes.
This is 2025, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is not long ago that you're going through this. You'll have to continue to get looked at and examined and so on. So tell us a little bit about your treatment. And I mean, you look fantastic and you feel like you've really been delivered to this. Was it an excellent treatment? What did you do? Was your family involved with it?
Yes.
Tell us about your treatment.
So when I was diagnosed, they told me, I was local, and they said, you have to go somewhere else, one of the better hospitals, because it's so rare. And they wanted me to start treatment the next day. But again, really listening to our gut. Something we've learned is to be your own advocate, especially during times like this. And we said, no, we're going to take the weekend. We took about 4 days to research. And my mom has always been very passionate about holistic options. So we were calling every place, any kind of holistic cancer center. They all turned me down. They said, we can take almost anybody else, but not you. Your case, you need to go somewhere. And so we decided on MD Anderson. There was just something about going there, getting a second opinion, second bone marrow biopsy. And when I got there, we had also been connected outside of the hospital to an integrative oncologist as well. This was, I think, one of the most miraculous things that God put in our lives. It really was through kind of a God train that this woman came into our lives.
Yeah.
It just so happened this woman is an integrative oncologist whose daughter had the same cancer as me, and who happened to be just a few floors below me at MD Anderson.
Oh my God.
And she was 14 years old. Her name was Zuza, and she passed away in August after 11 years of fighting this cancer.
Wow.
And her mom was able to really give us the blueprint for, if they tell you to go on this medication, ask these questions. You know, she just gave us so much information. And so, yes, I did my first round of chemotherapy at MD Anderson. They had to get me into remission in order to do a stem cell transplant. That was the end goal. And so they did all the tests through my siblings to find a stem cell transplant donor. And each sibling has a 25% chance of being a match. And I had 2 100% matches.
Thank God for a large family.
Yes, big family. It was such a blessing. And my little sister, Isabel, she ended up being my transplant donor. So after MD Anderson, we went to Moffitt at Tampa, and they went ahead, gave me some time off to enjoy my life. They gave me about a month. And then they hit me pretty hard with some very intense chemo called busulfan right before giving me my stem cell transplant. And the most miraculous thing about this part of the story is that so you get 4 days of chemotherapy, 1 day of rest, and then your stem cell transplant.
Okay.
And the first 4 days landed on the days of Holy Week, and then the day of rest was Easter.
Oh my
and then I
God.
received my stem cell transplant the
my
next day,
gosh.
and had, priest come and bless everything. It truly just, Jesus was interwoven into every single aspect of my treatment.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful now, celebrating 1 year since my transplant.
You couldn't have made that up. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just like, but that's where you trust and you believe God in the ordering of the days and just the sequence, how it falls in. And it's like, Jesus, you are so near to me in my journey. I'm walking with you. I'm right beside you.
Yes.
And for your whole family and your poor mother, because that's a sword that literally does pierce a heart. And every mother would say, Lord, why isn't this happening to me? Don't let this happen to my child, right? And I get that as a daughter, you're like, you're getting the diagnosis, but yet you're hurting also for your mother, that she has to stand beside you and take this journey of suffering with you.
Yes. Yeah. My whole family, but it brought us together. It brought us so close. And I thank God for that. I truly see all of this as a blessing. I wouldn't take it back if I could. Our family getting together, doing rosaries, people coming to visit, siblings coming to stay with me, and just really also having the opportunity to tell each other what we mean to each other, which we don't always get the opportunity to do. That was really beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's a game changer because, we all think, oh, well, he gets on my nerves, she gets on my nerves. Oh, I can't stand his attitude, her attitude. But then all of a sudden it's like, what? No, wait a minute. This is my brother. This is my sister.
Yes.
And she's suffering. And all the petty things in life that we sometimes make mountains of, they just all seem to melt away, right? And then you see each other for who you really are. And you can say, I cherish you. I'm so grateful that you're in my life. And then your sister, Mary Claire, has come up alongside of you. Tell our family what your beautiful sister has done.
Yes. So she, as soon as I told her, she was at a conference in LA, and she just dropped everything, drove back to Phoenix, I believe, and flew to me in Houston. My sister gave up so much to be with me for 8 months, and she wasn't allowed to leave my side. Even when we were past the stem cell transplant, I had to have her watch me basically 24/7. And she truly is an angel. She really is. She's given up so much for me. But even our story wasn't this just immediately perfect story.
Right.
When things kind of settled down and I had gotten my stem cell transplant, we had to stay near the hospital for 90 days. And those 90 days were very frustrating because we had to go to the hospital for 5 hours a day. It just became very monotonous. And it was gloomy Florida summer weather. And during that time, I felt like there was a dark cloud over my head. And I was angry and frustrated. So when I speak about surrender and even God coming into my life, it wasn't like a immediate moment that I just, it was so much struggle every day. And there was a moment when I realized I was being mean to her and kind of taking out my anger and frustration on her when she's doing everything for me, laundry, cleaning, cooking, everything. And I really had to take a look at myself. I really had to just turn around in the mirror and say, why am I being this way? Why am I allowing this anger and spending so much energy not only being angry, but then being angry at myself for being angry. So it was a whole kind of reflection process. And I'm so grateful that she was so graceful to me and allowed me to apologize. And our relationship is just amazing and so close now.
She's here. She came with you, so
she's
everything
here.
is cool. We're going to take a break at this point and hold you over for the final segment. So we'll be right back. Hope this is very meaningful for you, especially those that are battling with illness, those who love them, what happens to the entire family. We'll be right back. Plenty more to come. Please don't go away. Welcome back. We're finishing our conversation with Domine Clemons. And if you'd like to invite Domine and hear her sing, share her testimony, where she is right now, go to domineclemons.com/invite. And you can have her come out. And that's what I want to speak about. We only have a couple of minutes. But it was great for me to go to your website, to see you singing, amazing range that you have, see you sharing, seeing the impact on people, genuine impact, as you're sharing that afterwards, the things they were saying. So speak with us a little bit about what they'll find on the website and this whole thing that you're calling I Surrender All, My Journey Through Leukemia.
Yes, so it's kind of like a speech, kind of like a concert, kind of mixed together, where I'm sharing my testimony and my story, but also weaving in the most powerful songs that brought me through. There are some songs that I listened to, that I sang, that my family sang together in the chapel at MD Anderson. And so I sing those through it to really share those intimate moments. Yeah. I just believe in the power and the healing power of music, and sacred music especially. And so I just would love to be able to share that with people. It's almost like a spiritual retreat in a way, amidst such a crazy, distracting world, to be able to just take some time and listen to music and listen to God's goodness.
I'm glad that as you're sharing, I can see out of the corner of my eye, they're showing some of that, you know, your spiritual performance with people. And it's a different genre than didactic speech. And you're doing didactic speech, you're sharing your testimony, but then you're singing spiritual songs, which you can't block. They just go right in. Bad songs go right in too, but beautiful songs go right in. So you're meeting them there. And you just see the impact on people's faces, how they're relating to you, how they're bringing their own stuff and their loved ones to the Lord. So hopefully we'll get you to sing tomorrow at some point so that they can hear your beautiful voice. Thank you so much for being with us. Welcome to the family of At Home, which you enjoy, and especially the EWTN family is where I was going. It's so great to introduce you to our family.
Thank you.
Join us tomorrow as Domine will continue to share her own personal testimony where she is now, and do go to that website and invite her to come out. So it's about a 60-minute, sharing and singing and so on. And the people I saw that have heard her just impacted so beautifully by the power of the Holy Spirit. You're an important part of this EWTN family. You're never alone. You're always at home with Jim and Joy. Bye now.